So, there's a small YouTube channel named Sabrina Carpenter, and you guys are probably saying right now, Big Willie, with all due respect, I can handle you making negative videos on Moist Critical. I can handle you making videos on Rith, DJ Cook, Darman, even Parlo to a certain extent. But you come out here making a video on Sabrina Carpenter, what the fuck? Are you out your goddamn mind? And the answer is yes. Yes, I am. I like Sabrina Carpenter's music. She falls into the category of what I like to label as frolicking music, where essentially you can be the most testosterone-loaded mofo with Baki-level muscles, hitting personal record PRs every single day. That was really redundant, but anyways, you get the idea. You can be so loaded with muscles, but the second you start listening to Sabrina Carpenter, you're pretty much skipping along the field. But I just think that she's pretty overrated to a certain extent. I genuinely think that although her music is pretty decent, she's not exactly the best artist out there in my opinion, and she's pretty much just a whole bunch of hype and hormones. And before we continue, I don't think that anyone would actually harass Sabrina freaking Carpenter. Like, no one's gonna care what you have to say about her, but please don't go harassing her. If you do, you're only contributing to the hype by giving your fans ammo to shoot around, which would make everyone who sees your comment and you getting jumped by Sabrina fans infected, and then after that they perpetuate the cycle of, oh, defend the queen. So yeah, please don't go harassing her or being mean to people in general. There's no reason to. There genuinely is no reason to. It's just a waste of time because no one's gonna listen to your opinion anyways if you're uncivil about it. It's the internet. And at the end of the day, it's just purely my opinion. And everything I present in this channel, or any video that I make basically, is just allegations and things of my own personal opinion. They aren't fact, nor should they be treated as such. So with that being said, let's begin. First, let me start off with the music itself. I guess. I mean, it's got that whole summer or spring vibe that she has going on, where, like I said, it's pretty good music if you're home alone on a mostly cloudy summer day and you're just sitting on your bed with nothing better to do other than a few summer school assignments maybe. But anyways, there isn't anything particularly catchy with the music, and from what I've seen at least from the songs Manchild, Taste, Espresso, and Please Please, oh, look at this guy, he's such like a fence sitter, he's such a bandwagon guy, he listened to all the popular songs, like, besides Manchild. I think Manchild actually kind of sucked. Oh, look at this guy, he's like such a bandwagon. Yeah, I had to listen to those because, you know, number one, Espresso was freaking everywhere, and Taste and Please Please are both decent songs, I guess, but I was listening to the more popular songs, mainly so that way I can just see like what the hype is all about. And it's just her speaking in a very light and vulnerable but open tone. It's not entirely bad, but I feel like all the hype around those songs kind of killed Sabrina as an artist, in my opinion. I would definitely listen to her music if I were on a picnic or something like that, but it isn't a song that I would play on repeat because it's a little bit too unrealistic in terms of its theme and the lyrics. Taking a look back at Espresso, because I've been implanting that into my brain like a goddamn electroshock therapy during my showers, the song is literally about how she's got a few boys that have a crush on her and she's having fun in life and whatever. Then with the song Manchild, she's talking about how she's again attracting certain guys with certain interests in mind, yada yada. And then with the song Taste, she's just flexing about how although her ex is now with another girl, Sabrina's the girl that got with the guy first. And yeah, all the song lyrics, although with the instrumentals are pretty damn good, they are not worth the hype in my opinion. Now, let's talk about the cabinet maker herself, and saying cabinet maker sounds like a slur, but anyways, I don't know about her controversies or anything like that. I don't know much about any of that type of stuff. I mainly want to talk about her as an artist. Her concerts are literally just her, in my humble opinion, that's probably going to get shot at, so please do not take this seriously. This is just my pure opinion. I genuinely think that she's the closest thing to a stripper that she can be without being an actual stripper. She's a little bit quirky. She certainly comes off as a pick-me, in my opinion, by trying to, you know, do sex appeal. And I genuinely think that she's extremely average in terms of actual concert performance. She's so mid that she splits atoms, and her concerts are genuinely just live softcore porn. For example, in her short and sweet tour in LA, she was apparently on stage filming herself imitating sexual acts, and even then, let's just say I hallucinated that. In this one video I found on Reddit, I'm not really sure if this is entirely true or not. I don't know how true this is, so take this with a grain of salt. This is just an allegation I found on Reddit thanks to the Redditor ConsistentCoat2829. I found a video on Reddit where apparently Sabrina Carpenter was talking to a 16-year-old on stage and asked that kid whether or not she was sad, angry, or horny.
want to feel like stable in your heart, don't you? But how old are you actually? You're 16? Oh no, you got time. Let him fuck you up. No, I'm kidding. No, don't do that. I'm just saying, if you're 16, I feel like it's definitely a time where you're learning people and you're learning what you won't like and what you will like. Also, I don't know why I'm giving you advice. I don't know anything. Have you heard the album? Yeah. But I feel like I have a little bit more knowledge now. So where would you say right now, like, how are you feeling? Would you say you're feeling quite sad? Would you say you're feeling angry? Or would you say you are horny?
Which I can't even believe that anyone would try to entertain this idea, let alone a celebrity with a massive following, and far be it from me to be questioning whether or not that was ethically okay. Like, I am not a professional. I don't have any degrees in anything. I'm not like, some sort of moral philosopher who knows what's morally right and morally wrong, but I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you guys why this is a creepy thing to be happening. Number one, imagine if Sabrina was a guy. Oh no, a guy making that controversial argument? Oh, boo-hoo. Well, I mean, equal rights, Like, I believe that men and women are equal, so I hold people to the same standards as each other, no matter their gender. So, like, if Sabrina was a guy, that would still be weird regardless. And number two, it's an adult asking a kid whether or not they're feeling horny. And number three, it's a celebrity asking. A celebrity with a lot of fame and power. Power dynamic. Not a good look. And the fact that people are bashing her for doing these sexual things, I feel like that is... You're probably wondering why I'm pausing, right? Yeah, let me tell you. Usually I'm an advocate for the parents, especially in the scenario where, Sabrina's entertaining the idea of having a conversation that touches on sex, which, with a minor. But at the same time, if someone drinks poison and wonders why they're dying, or if someone vapes and they end up getting lung cancer down the line, I don't have an ounce of support or remorse or, like, sympathy for them at all. Like, you're the one that caused it. Like, it ain't my fault. And Sabrina's whole brand is literally about being as hormonal as you can get. I don't think that I can wholeheartedly support the parents in this argument. The ones that brought their kids to a Sabrina Carpenter performance. That's just not... Why the hell are you bringing your kids to a Sabrina Carpenter concert? You might as well have brought them to a strip club, because that's not far off from what you brought your kid to. The only difference is that there's one smaller pole on one bigger stage, and it's only got a handful of women on there, with one woman you pay attention to and ignore the rest. I can't support the parents wholly there. That's just a stupid argument to try and make. And usually I would at least try to play around with the idea with it, but in this scenario, I just can't really do that. Like, it's the parents bringing their kids to a drug deal, Like, you can't really, blame the drug dealer for the parents bringing their kids to the deal. And don't get me wrong, I'm not supporting Sabrina's stank ass either. She didn't even bother to age restrict the concert to prevent kids from coming in the first place, and knowing that she was going to perform what I believe are sexual stunts. And in case you really don't think that she's not making an effort to protect the kids, take a look at the clip I just showed mere minutes ago. She's still talking to the kid, not even kicking the kid out or anything. And it's not like it would make her an evil person, because if she felt bad for kicking the kid out, which she shouldn't, she could have just given some signed merch or whatever and get a refund for them to make up for it. And let's just say that this clip is fake, and that her voice is AI, and that it's all lizard people acting. It's, it's a moon landing situation, There's still the concern that there's kids coming to these concerts in the first place, so there's literally no excuse. The best case scenario here is that the video I just showed earlier is fake, but the main concern is that she's not age restricting her concerts to prevent kids from going to these concerts. And it's also on the parents that bear responsibility to not bring their kids to a Sabrina Carpenter concert, but there's still kids coming in nonetheless, so it's still an issue. But the worst case scenario is that she actually just straight up asked the kid if she was horny, which I would pretty much say is pretty inappropriate. So yeah, I mean, that's really about it. That's all I really got to say. Overall, Sabrina Carpenter is just a really hormonal lady who got the attention of a lot of people through treating the line between an idol and a stripper like a goddamn jump rope. She's not iconic. She's not a queen. She's just some girl who doesn't get enough attention from daddy and seeks it through sexual appeal from her audience, and her music is mid. It's a little bit catchy. Like, some of them are a little bit catchy, like, Taste and Espresso. Those are pretty good ones. But other than that, everything else is pretty mid. And that's about it. That's all I really got to say. I hope you all have a good day, and bye.